welcome to another episode of May Contain. I'm Soaps.
And I'm Gander.
And I'm Team Captain America.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Team Cap. I'm Team Iron Man.
And this is what we're going to talk about right here, right now.
But, okay, why Team Cap?
Well, for those who may know, and it's written right here in the episode,
Yeah.
this is, obviously,
Civil War breakdown.
the Civil War breakdown.
With spoilers.
So, if you have not seen the film, we both highly recommend you go see the film first.
Give us a thumbs up, then just pause and walk away.
Yeah.
Go see the movie, keep this paused, come back, rewatch.
Yeah, exactly. You'll be ready. All ready to go by then.
Yeah. Or watch now, go into the movie with a laugh and a Coke,
Yep.
some popcorn,
Yeah.
and go, I've seen this because of these two guys.
Exactly. They've spoiled everything for me. Well, we're going to try to anyway.
Yeah.
So, we have both seen Civil War.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Team Cap.
Why?
That's it.
No, but I need to know why.
First up, right, this is what I have to break down,
Yeah.
is I feel that, yeah, Cap's got a point, right? Like, it's still safer in their own hands. Now, I'm not going to get too much into it yet, but that's what I'm going to say. Still safer in their own hands. Now, why are you Team Iron Man?
I'm Team Iron Man because Tony Stark is the friggin' bomb. Like, but honestly, I think it's just his character in general. Like, he's cocky, but he knows what he's doing for the majority of the point. And I sided with him because I felt they were going to sign it, but then push the limits of it.
Yeah.
Like, this was just to get the government off their back.
Yeah.
And Cap, your little punsy boy, who saw footage. Now, at this point, it was footage of his mate
Yes.
killing someone.
Right.
Okay? Bucky killing someone.
Yes.
That's all that Cap knew.
Yeah.
Footage. No, it wasn't him.
All right.
But you,
So, I think we have to take this back.
yeah, okay.
Take it right back.
Take it back.
All right? Now, obviously, for people who haven't seen the film, have seen the film, or don't even know the story whatsoever,
Yeah.
the Marvel Universe has been divided right down the middle.
Yes.
Now, obviously, Iron Man, Cap, they're not getting along right now. Not seeing eye to eye. The reason for this being is their collateral damage. Things that have come prior to all these other things.
And you know what, though? Because I'm a big DC fan.
Right.
Okay, we're not talking DC now,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of stuff that I felt was put into this movie because Marvel was having a go at DC.
Well, that's actually a fun fact. It's actually come out saying that this film was made simply because of Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah, they wanted, like... Because in theory, this is not a Captain America movie, in my eyes. This is another Avengers movie,
Yep.
but they just went, okay, it's Cap's turn, let's just chuck his name on the banner. Yeah, we're going to have Bucky in there. If not, make it a Bucky movie.
A Bucky
He's,
movie.
he's big enough now, isn't he? I mean, the movie's about him.
True.
So, yeah, but why I wanted to quickly talk about the DC fact is that when Man of Steel came out, they always looked at the death toll of the city of Metropolis and was like, man, that's real bad. Like, he's killed heaps of people. And it was never, ever said. And they answered that question in the next movie straight away, Batman vs. Superman.
Yeah.
That was the big thing because of the collateral damage.
Yes.
How many Marvel movies has there been? A lot.
We're in the double figures now.
And they're talking about this now? Like, don't you find that a bit weird?
I do. No, I don't actually. Do you know
Okay.
why? I reckon that is why. I reckon why the Batman vs Superman is copying such a flack right now, right? And why Marvel is booming. Everyone's like, that's incredible. That's crap. Now, I don't agree with that. I reckon both films are great in their own light.
Yes, yeah, 100%.
Right? Simply because, the Marvel Universe is so established. That's why when Marvel comes to you and go, these are our death figures, they can show you 4 different events over past films going, well, this shit happened.
Yeah, but they didn't need to because the Batman vs Superman one was
Superman.
that big.
Yeah.
Like, they ruined half the city. And yes, they did that in the Marvel, but there were still little elements of why are they doing this now? Like, surely this was a big discussion straight up. Like, how many years in the Marvel Cinematic Universe has passed? It has to be a lot.
I don't think it's been many.
At least a couple of years.
It's possible.
The cities are all back together.
So yeah, to
Like,
as well as you've got Zemo, who I'll get into a little bit more.
Yeah.
Is obviously looking for revenge. So
Yeah.
so obviously he has to get more established and stuff like that. Follow along. So I reckon maybe it's been a year.
Okay, so let's say it's been a year.
Yep.
And all this has happened, right?
Yep.
Why are they only answering it now? And why hasn't... Because to me, it is very much the whole X-Men mutant registration program.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I mean, don't shoot the messenger here, but I haven't read the Civil War comics. Okay,
Yeah.
like I am a big comic book fan, but I don't follow the you need to read this issues here and there.
You're a big comic book front cover page fan.
Yeah. No, but like as in Batman vs Superman, they answered the question straight away, and in this they divided the universe, kind of.
Yeah.
It was the divide, and the trailers leading up to it. Iron Man, you've got Cap. You've got, on my side, I've got all these people, and on your side, you've got half of them. Now, that fight, the airport fight, which we're going to go back and forth here.
Yeah.
Was the most climactic point of the film. And it was. Visually, it was stunning. It was beautiful to watch. But even majority of the characters were like, oh, I'm pulling my punches because we're kind of friends here. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and even there's a moment. Again, this is spoiler, so we're going to talk about it anyway.
Talking about it anyway.
Is obviously you see it in the trailer when Hawkeye's fighting Black Widow.
Yeah.
And then literally a moment after that, Scarlet Witch, right, walks literally in and just blows away Widow. Just like pretty much just annihilates her.
It says you're holding your punches.
And says to Hawkeye, yeah, you're holding you're holding back your punches.
He's like, yeah.
You're pulling your punches.
He admitted it. He was like, yeah, she's my friend.
So I guess in some regard that sort of thing you sort of like, well, where do they stand? I guess moments after that, Black Widow comes back around and starts taking down her own teammate. So
yeah, but they were never, apart from Iron Man and Cap, who by the end of the movie, because mum's the word.
This is Batman vs Superman.
Yes, it is. It's like that. But they wanted to rip each other's head off for real, and it was the only moment of that film where I was like, they really want to do that. Everything was all about, I'm going to stop you from doing something.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be doing that. Basically, the whole movie should have just been called Captain America Civil Debate, and they were all just in a room talking that shit out.
You are about to enter the courtroom of Judge Judith Sheindlin. The people are real. The cases are real. The rulings are final. This is Judge Judy.
Like that would have made more sense to me.
And that is a lot of how the film plays out. There's not actually that many action scenes in it. There's not actually that much of a war, really. You have the final fight scene. You do see a lot of it in the trailer.
Yeah.
Right? It is a lot longer than the fight between Batman vs Superman and stuff like that.
100%.
Yeah. But it really takes a long while to get to that point. And someone else did say to me, they're like, then what's the point of that? I'm like, it's character development leading up to that point. And everything they do is relevant. Right? And but the best thing about this film, right, and I don't have to go too much into detail about this anyway, is the film does make you think as a viewer, like, you watch Tony Stark, and you're like, he's got a good point. And then it comes back on Cap, and Cap's like, oh, well, and you go,
Cap never has a good point.
You're like, oh, he's got a good point. Right? And then the whole thing becomes irrelevant when Tony finds out, it wasn't Bucky. Bucky didn't do it.
Yeah, and then felt bad and said, okay, all your other guys are in prison now, but it's all good. I'm on your side again.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm going to go help. And then we find out Bucky, bam, Bucky's the Joker.
Yeah, so big spoiler warning here.
Yeah.
Obviously, what leads to the final fight, which you see in the trailer, which is Bucky and Cap versus Iron Man.
Yeah.
The whole story about, Tony Stark's lost his parents.
Yeah.
Bucky's the reason.
Which felt very forced to me.
It was shoehorned. It was literally just put in the film for shock value. It was kind of that Luke I'm your father.
Yeah.
But you saw it coming a mile away. They show you the clip earlier on when the opening scene where Winter Soldier takes down a car. And you just this gut feeling. You're like,
that's going to come back.
That someone's in that car. That's the point. And then later on, like literally a couple of minutes later, you see
a little bit extra.
Tony Stark saying, "I never made it to the airport." Oh, they're in a car.
Oh, holy shit, mate! How good was young Tony Stark?
Yeah, the CGI.
What the hell? I'm like, What's going on? I literally leant, because I went with Philby before we went to Sydney, and I literally leant across and I'm like, what the hell's going on?
They nailed it.
Was that another actor? Or was that CGI?
That was CGI. That was a CGI, almost like a motion capture.
It was perfect.
And it was so perfect as well that when Howard Stark walked in, I'm like, oh, who's sitting on the couch? Even when he stood up, I'm like, I still don't know who this is. Even when he took the Christmas hat off, I'm like, who am I looking at?
I'm like, that's Robert. That's Downey Jr. They've made him look young.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
We find out, you meet Tony, and he's actually doing, he's having some sort of, he's demonstrating a type of technology, but you see him when he was like 20.
But it's so real, it freaked me out. It freaked everybody.
You think it freaked me the heck out?
I mean,
I was like, my God, he was beautiful. What happened?
The effects in this movie, I cannot state how amazing they are.
Yeah.
But Vision could have just stopped the whole thing.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Tell us more.
Vision. Okay. Once again, to me, from what I've seen, and I don't know much Vision character stuff in the comics.
Gotta love Vision.
Gotta love Vision.
Big Vision fan.
Okay. But he's pretty powerful, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's one of the most powerful things in the comics.
He's essentially the gods amongst the Avengers. Like, he's the god amongst the Avengers.
Yeah.
Like, you got Thor.
Yeah.
It's kind of in the name, but Vision is it.
He's kind of... Watchman is kind of the blue guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Manhattan.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I thought as well.
That's his
right?
kind of role.
So why... Surely he could have done something more apart from, I'm going to go through people and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I think stop them.
I think it was moments like that where, obviously, yeah, where, first of all, yeah, Ant-Man becoming Giant Man.
Oh, the highlight of the film.
Right?
Paul Rudd.
Ant-Man is superb in this.
Yeah.
Right? And it was one of those things where, like you said, where Vision goes through him, and it's kind of like, he's it, something just flew inside me. Moments like that, it's just for the comic relief, because you'd think that Vision would be taking down...
Should, not even that, he should have just put them all in a bubble and said, here's my Christmas glow dome. Just shook it, and it's done.
But the thing is, he even threatens them. He goes as far as he shoots a line in front of the entire team going, if you cross this, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
Right? And then they shrug it off, they're like, alright, and they step across it. You never see Vision again.
Yeah, that's what it is. Literally, it was Vision sort of saying, guys, I've got the biggest Johnson here. Like, flopping it out in front of them, and then just suddenly retracting and going, actually, I don't need to show you that now.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm going to go over here and look at my Princess Scarlet.
Yeah.
Like, get over your crush. I know he falls for her, but...
Yeah, and you think that in all of this, right, like, Vision's meant to be this very sort of pinnacle, very reserved character.
Yeah.
Right? He takes a shot at Falcon, right, towards the end of the fight.
Hang on, I'm trying to remember
right?
this. Yes.
So he takes a shot at Falcon, right? They're both flying after the plane.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yes.
Now, you think Vision, being Vision...
Had the vision,
a better vision...
Yeah.
That he's actually going to hit the person he's aiming for.
No.
Right? No, he hits Rhodey, knocking him out of the sky, which is what you see in the trailer. Right? Pretty much paralysing the poor guy. But you
should have killed him for more climactic oomph.
Another point as well, that like, laser... That's a kill shot.
Yeah.
So, like, where does Vision stand? He's like, I don't kill.
Leading up to this, I thought he was going to be the biggest and most powerful character. After watching it, I'm like, whatever. Like, and this is the other thing that... it sounds like I'm bitching on this movie. I enjoyed this movie more than Batman v Superman, which is saying something. A big deal for me. Yeah. It was, and they're the words exactly. I'm choosing it correctly. I enjoyed this movie more.
Yeah.
I love Batman vs Superman more, but I didn't enjoy it more.
Yeah.
Okay, so I enjoyed this movie more. And the whole thing is because of the universe that they've built, you can have these characters come into it. Every single character but one has been in prior films coming into this, and you got to explain. Black Panther, to me, was thrown in. And it didn't make sense. Like, every other character has had such a build-up and an understanding before they put it... I knew nothing of his abilities. Yeah. They didn't even really go into detail about his whole outfit is the strongest metal ever made. It's the same stuff that Cap's shield's made out of.
Yeah.
But they didn't even talk about that. I understand that for this movie, it didn't need to be said, but it did for me. Like,
yeah, I don't think you're the first person saying it. It's one of those things that if you don't follow the comics, you went straight into the film.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you're like, cool, you got this guy from Wakanda or
Wakanda.
Yeah, I'm butchering the name.
Yeah.
And he just rocks up. He's like, me and my dad, we want to get you to sign this paper.
Yeah.
And can you do that?
Yeah.
And you're like, thanks. And then his dad blows up. And you're like,
Yeah.
all right, no worries. And then he rocks up, and all of a sudden he is the Black Panther. And you're like, so does he have powers? Is he just good at? Is he good at flips? The other thing that really bugged me in this movie is there's a car chase scene, and there's 3 characters, which is Bucky, Cap, and
they're all
Black
super
Panther,
soldiers now.
right? All of a sudden, can all 3 of them run faster than cars? Now I believe that only Cap should be doing that, and in the entire scene, Cap is the only one that then runs over, gets in a car, to chase them.
This is why you see them sprinting faster than a car.
Yeah.
Cap's your boy's bright idea. I'm going to get in this car and chase them.
Yeah.
Duh.
So I get that. Okay, Cap's the super soldier, right?
Yeah.
Bucky is like a super agent, but he doesn't have a super serum as far as I know. He's not super and over the top. He's just freaking well trained.
But let's even just say that he does.
Yeah.
What's Black Panther? Does he have that in the comics?
Again, not explained.
Okay.
So it's one of these, if you're one of those moviegoers, you're like, what's going on here? And the scene looks really weird. Like, when they're running, it doesn't fit. Like, you're like, all these cars doing 20 Ks in this, like, underground highway? So...
And the reason why it doesn't fit, stop me if I'm wrong, because any other time... Like, basically, it's saying the whole fight scene at the airport where they're all running in, Cap should have already been there smashing them.
him and Bucky just...
Yeah, but it's like he's holding his speed in, and I only want to use this when I need to outrun cars.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
just keep running. It's like Forrest Gump now.
So that was the one scene that stood out for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
Granted, it's a cool scene. It's a cool chase because watching the Winter Soldier grab that bike off that dude and flip the bike around and jump back on it.
Very cool.
Wicked, right? But then you sort of like, why do you need the bike? You're on foot. Like, look how fast you're going.
Once again, you can outrun that.
You just like, granted the bike came at him, but I'm like, you would have passed the bike anyway.
Yeah.
So,
and that's the one thing that I was starting to get worried with. I don't know if you felt the same. It felt like I was watching X-Men 3, and I'm sitting there and going, all the mutants have supersonic power abilities now? Like that was the scene.
They all have super jump. They all have super speed. And I'm like, this isn't... They can't do that. It was just like this one scene is just... It stands out, and it's weird.
Yeah.
And...
Still good, but it was just...
Yeah, I'm like, what just made it weirder is the fact that Cap had to get in a car to chase them. I'm like, why?
Whatever, Cap.
So... But yeah, great film. But
so Black Panther, you know his abilities though. He's a normal guy.
As far as I know, like obviously there's people out there that know him more than I do, but I don't know that much.
Yeah, and this was what I was trying to piece together as well, because he said it's handed down. It's very much like the Phantom. What I'm gathering is in a lot of different people get handed down.
Yeah.
Now, did he only become Black Panther because his dad died? And his dad was the Black Panther, and he just suddenly said, well, I'm going to dome this now and avenge my dad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kill this guy because, once again, I've seen a video that this guy did it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to kill him. And Cap's like, no, I've seen the video, guys. It's not him.
It's good. It's not him. Video editing.
Yeah.
So...
And that's my point. So Cap, all things aside, is about the greater good.
He's about the greater good, and in this, I side with Cap, because I reckon, he knows Bucky didn't do it, and
but he did. He did do it. Like okay, he didn't.
No, he didn't do the bombing.
He didn't do the bombing.
What he was getting blamed for, he didn't do.
Yes, but Cap didn't know that, and Cap still would have protected him because he's his friend. There was even the fight scene afterwards when he found out that he killed Tony's mum and dad.
Yeah.
That Cap's like, I'm still going to protect him because it was him, but it wasn't really him. Like, he was out of his mind.
Yeah.
So, in theory, if Tony then killed his friend, would Cap gone, I can forgive you, Tony, anyway, because you weren't really in your right mind. You were being controlled by rage and...
A bit different.
But
it's a bit different.
No, it's not.
It's cool to watch Tony Stark lose his shit as well.
Yeah.
Like, it literally comes down to the final fight where he's like, I've got to kill him. I'm going to kill him. Simple as that. And, like... Yeah, it was... it was all this big planning, and again, this is why I want to talk more about Zemo.
Yeah.
Zemo is kind of like the almost background villain in this. He's not really the villain, but he's the.
I didn't even know he had a name, to be honest.
No, he's the motivation. He's the Lex Luthor in this one, but he had a little bit more reason to do it. He was from Sokovia, which is obviously, for people who don't know, is where
his hometown.
Not at all. It's actually the end of
the
Age of Ultron. Yeah, and he's like, "Yep, family dead.
Yeah.
You guys killed all my family, and then you went home.
I'm out of here.
Right, catch you later. You left all my family dead." Now, he's a soldier, and he pretty much came down to, he's like, well, I know I can't get an army together to kill the Avengers, so I'll just get the Avengers to kill the Avengers. So he found out all this dirty things about them, put on a face mask, he's like, "Hi, I'm Bucky now." And then he's like,
Mission Impossible style.
yeah, and did all that, and just made them turn on each other.
Okay. Good. Mm-hmm. But you know what would have been even awesomer? Was activating the other Buckies, the other Winter Soldiers, and let them take it out. Like, it took all the Avengers to try and stop Bucky.
Yeah.
Imagine another 4 of them taking on the Avengers. That would have been a fight to see.
I really thought the film was going that way when you find out there's other Winter Soldiers.
Yeah.
Right? And then it felt so unnecessary at the very end when he's like, "I found them," and then he's like, "And I killed them."
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Why?
What's going on?
So it was kind of like, it really put it out. I'm like, okay, I don't know why he did that. But yeah, Zemo's kind of this background character, and then obviously Black Panther finds out that Bucky didn't kill his dad, and Zemo did it, and he's like, well, it was all for redemption and revenge and stuff like that, and then Black Panther obviously had, like, his realization, he's like, and I've been doing that all along.
Take mask off and cry for dramatic appeal.
Yeah. So, again, you can pick this movie apart, left, right, and center.
You can pick any movie apart, really.
So I want to end on 2 high notes. I think we've pretty much covered everything, right?
Yeah.
We're end up on 2 high notes. One we've already talked about a little bit, and that's Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man is phenomenal in this.
Paul Rudd, you're my boy.
He is literally like the oddball of the group. And he brings a lot of the humour.
He's the fanboy of the group as well.
Yeah.
And that's what was so friggin' hilarious.
Literally, like, there's a scene where he hands Cap a truck. This tiny little truck. And he goes, throw this at that, and it's the disc that makes it bigger again. Obviously, they throw the disc, and it's got War Machine standing in front of it. This truck just, like, gets massive in front, and then just explodes into flames.
Because it's
literally the next line is, "I thought it was a water truck," and it's just gold in the moment, absolute gold. As well as, like, yeah, he really changes the balance of the fight. He makes it so they can get away.
Yeah, can I just say something with that fight? Because I know you got another point that you want to bring up.
Yeah.
The fight ended.
Yep.
How did they capture these Avengers and put them in jail? These are the Avengers.
I think that's, again, another thing that's...
They went, just take me.
It happened
Paul
off
Rudd
screen.
said, bugger it. Why didn't he just turn small and run?
Exactly.
There was no... I don't understand
There's all these things that happen off screen, and you just sort of accept them because the film is really good.
Yeah, okay.
Now, to end on the highest note of the whole thing, and everyone's probably like, why haven't they even mentioned this yet?
Yeah.
Right?
Spider-Man.
Is the web slinger.
Spider-Man.
Right?
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland is Spider-Man. He is the absolute...
He's just an actor that plays Spider-Man.
No, okay, that's good.
Don't get over the top.
My God!
Oh, God. So the real hero, Marissa Tomei.
Aunt May.
Hot Aunt May.
That's it.
Aunt May. You just could have called her May.
I don't like that.
Drop the Aunt.
No, it needs the white hair.
You need an old Aunt May.
I'm back to Tom Holland.
I want to see what his dad used to look like then. Well, not his dad, his uncle. Uncle Ben.
It's Uncle Ben.
Freaking get Affleck in.
He gets he's got Batman. He wouldn't be dead.
He wouldn't die.
But Tom Holland, he is Peter Parker. He is what Robert Downey Jr. is as Iron Man. That was Tom Holland as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He, I don't know if this is just well casting or Marvel's writing.
It's Marvel. Marvel had full control of Spider-Man, and they had the full control of him in Homecoming as well, which is very exciting. Sony, bye-bye. We don't need you anymore.
It's not like we don't need you, it's like we don't want you.
Yeah, we don't want or need.
No. But obviously the writing for this, they found I was funny, I didn't watch seeing Tom Holland in anything before this. And he's got that really sort of soft stuttering, like Peter Parker feel about him.
He feels young.
Yeah,
I think that's it.
And you have Tony Stark who goes to recruit him as Peter Parker.
Yes.
And literally, the way it plays out, the conversation with the two of them, Tony Stark literally just goes to him and goes, "Look, I know you're Spider-Man."
Yeah.
And shows him videos. He's like, no, it's video editing. Like, no, that's not me. That's made up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he goes, "No, you're Spider-Man." And then he literally he just pulls out the costume. Like Tony Stark just pulls out the costume. He's like,
and then right at the end. Right at the end, is that a bit of the Iron Suit coming?
That's it.
Stark
We'll get to that.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But I reckon, obviously
the fight scenes.
the
with
fight
Spider-Man.
scene.
Oh
right?
my god, yes.
Now, literally, yeah, the whole thing is CGI, but I can't. Again, I don't know why people complain so much about the previous Spider-Man films. You need a CGI Spider-Man. There's no other way to do it, right?
Yeah.
For him to be slick, quick, fast, and all these different things, right?
Yeah. Thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah, sounded like it, didn't it? He needs to be CGI.
Yes.
And this is the best looking CGI Spidey we've had. It is literally just the costume is not. The costume is literally nothing more than his his leotard.
Yeah.
So, and it looks really weird when he's running into the fight. He's the only one who's wearing this
full
very thin sort of classic costume.
I thought the costume was awesome. I thought the design was great, and I thought the way that he moved on screen was completely different to any of the other Avengers that we've seen move. And that they even pinpointed it in one moment when Hawkeye and that were running through the airport.
Yeah.
No, not Hawkeye. Sorry.
Falcon.
Falcon was running through, and he's like, "Oh, now everyone has a gimmick."
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, "Yes, they do."
It's things like that.
It's Spider-Man.
Yeah, and it's one of those things that even the way he wall crawls.
Yes.
It looks really almost creepy. It's like Exorcist-like.
Did we mention Marissa Tomei?
We did. But yeah, that whole sort of the way he moves along the glass and stuff like that, the way he gets into the fight, the way he fights, and the way that he always is constantly talking during the fight.
Brilliant. And saluting to Cap.
Yeah, which is pointed out, which is literally Falcon turns to him and goes, "Have you ever been in a fight before? Because you talk way too much." He goes, "Oh, sorry," and gets right back into it and just kicks them both off a balcony. So it's fantastic, and I can't wait to see what they do with Homecoming now.
But that's the whole thing. Like the once again, that airport scene.
Yeah.
Was awesome.
It is pretty much
It was the best bit of the whole film.
Yeah, it's what we've been talking about.
And then why didn't Iron Man just go, "All right, Spidey, I need your help right at the end bit here. We're gonna go get him."
Because he literally told him to lay down. You're out.
Yeah, but why? And then why did he get away and all the other guys got caught?
Well, that's a good point.
Why
does Spider-Man get away? And the tiny little Ant-Man's got him.
Yeah, it just doesn't. It boggles the mind.
Yeah. Because literally, when the last part we see Spider-Man and he's just sort of like, "Nah, I'm done," and he just lays there, and I'm like, the same thing happened to Ant-Man. He was like, "I'm done," and lays there.
Yeah.
And you're like, "Cool, no worries." But as you were saying before, end credit scene.
Yeah.
2 end credit scenes. One will leave as a bit of a thing, but the final thing was obviously it's a Spider-Man one.
Yeah,
and it's all to do with, it looks like Tony sent him some web shooters or something that's
Iron Spider.
And
Iron Spider.
That's what we're sort of thinking, right? It was one of the things. Robert Downey Jr. has been confirmed to be appearing in Homecoming, so we're thinking. Everyone's thinking possibly it could be the first reveal of an Iron Spider.
I really hope. I reckon towards the end of the movie it will happen.
I reckon it'd be towards the beginning.
Really?
And it'd be one of those things that he'll be like, "Don't like this suit, back to what I know."
Yeah, true.
So have we covered it all? Is that all you want?
I think we did. One last point, which the whole thing was to sign the treaty or not sign the treaty.
Yeah.
That was the big underlining thing.
Yeah.
The guy that actually formed the Avengers...
That's what we're going to talk about?
Nick Fury... absent from the movie.
Gone.
And now I understand that he went into hiding a little bit, but for this big moment, you'd assume that he would have talked to them. He appeared in the other Avengers movie when he wasn't supposed to be around. "I've come back to tell you this.
Yeah.
Where were you?"
He should have rocked up and been like, "We're not doing this," or whatever it is, and he should have just fixed it for him.
Yeah, it should have happened right at the end of the fight scene where he came in and shot and said, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your sense of concentration?" Oh, was that? It sounded like Chris Rock.
So that's what I'm
in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, why wasn't he there? He seemed like such a big character. They've got everyone else involved in the movie. I would have liked to seen a little. Here he is.
Yeah.
And they explained why Thor and Hulk weren't there, which is awesome because was it Planet Hulk's gonna get made now?
Yeah, it's something that's happening. They're both going to be in Ragnarok, which is the next Thor film that's coming out next.
Planet Hulk.
So it's going to be something like that.
Planet Hulk.
But yeah, so no Nick Fury. But other than that, fantastic film.
Yeah.
Simply, I can't see the huge difference between Batman and Superman and this.
Yeah.
It's just Marvel is so much more established, so it can hit you in the feels so much more because you know these characters, you know what they're doing, and they have other things to show why the collateral damage is so big.
Yes, yeah, and that's why I'm excited, because when we see Justice League, it can have this feeling, and we've established it. So
unless people have already got that bad taste in their mouth and they're not going to accept it.
They'll go watch it. They'll go see the R-rated version anyway.
That's it.
Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. This was the spoiler, and if you haven't seen the movie now, sorry, we told you at the start.
We're not sorry.
You shouldn't have watched it.
That's it.
All right, guys. I'm Gander.
I'm Subs.
And we'll see you next time on May Contain.
Thanks, guys.